Oh, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another absolutely beautiful week in Arkansas. You guys have been following us for a while. You know that we take that little yellow house down some of the prettiest roads in America, oftentimes to find the prettiest stones in America. That's a little bit of what we are doing this week, and today we are hanging out at the Willie Rickard Rock Farm. And we thought we were going to get rained out this morning, but I think we're going to go find some treasures. It's going to be a fun week, y'all. Stay tuned. Guys, we have for several days been hanging out in the moonshine hole and pulling out some massive, incredible crystals. Today, with all of the rain, none of us are quite down to do that. So we have come out to the Copperhead hole and are just doing a little bit of surface picking. What are you guys finding over here?
Little DTs and little jewelry points.
Single little points.
Awesome.
Yeah. Looking for some colored points. They're in here.
Oh, that's cool. That's gonna look fantastic when you get it cleaned. There's a lot of grain in that, Kelsey.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a cool one.
Good job.
To the Love Hut we go, Shane.
Backwards.
Boy, I love this forest. Crystal Mountain, y'all.
They're here.
Everywhere. Y'all, the Love Hut is rolling again. We had so much fun hanging out at the Willie Rickard Rock Farm and legitimately found many of the best crystals of our life there.
So at one point, one of them was the best crystal we've ever found, but that kept changing. So I don't know, Kelsey. It's going to be hard to ever top that experience. I'm very appreciative of being able to dig those there because it's not an everyday thing that you hit a pocket that produces something like that. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into reaching a locality like that. It's not just digging around with a hammer and a crowbar for a few minutes. It's a lot of dedicated movement to get to something like that. And that was an experience.
Guys, it was an absolutely incredible time with some incredible people. Tonight, we are headed back into the Ouachita National Forest to see if we can find a camping spot to relax for a little bit. I think after that we might be going to hot springs, but I don't know. We'll see. Y'all know we don't like to plan much. It makes the adventure more fun. Well, guys, we made it to hot springs a day earlier than intended. You know what they say, if you ever want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And normally we are pretty good about not making them. We did a couple days out this time, and they're changing, and that's all right. We are being called to Texas, which is never truly a bad thing. This little town is a very, very interesting place. Actually, the entire town of Hot Springs is a national park.
That's correct. This place has ties to the mafia, and there's a ton of history in this town.
There's
And
the
look.
wax museum.
And there's a duck boat.
Awesome. We've thought very seriously about converting a duck boat.
I can't say that I particularly like driving the Love Hut through this town because the lanes are so small here. An 8-foot wide vehicle is very challenging and people do not have any slow up. But it's the only route out of those mountains, really. You got to come through Hot Springs. They were doing it right.
Unfortunately, I do not think that we will have the opportunity to soak like mob bosses today. That's all right, though. On we travel.
Well, with an abruptness, we exited the forest of Arkansas and headed back to East Texas. For any of you that are new to this channel, or the ones that have been here a while, you all know that Kelsey has a very strong connection with her grandmother. Unfortunately, her grandmother was admitted to the hospital yesterday, so we expedited the Love Hut down to East Texas to go check on her. Now, while Kelsey's dealing with all of that in the hospital, I'm going to be doing my best to get the Love Hut cleaned up because it is full of mud and crystals. And my first step is doing laundry. At least the air conditioning works well in here. It's 100 degrees out there. Ugh. Well, yesterday I spent most of my day inside of this room because the hospital where Kelsey is staying with her grandmother is relatively close and there's no reason to just sit in a waiting room. I've been playing my banjo. Looks like I'm gonna be doing more of that again today. I'm currently trying to be quiet though. Kelsey's trying to take a nap before we gotta take her back up there. We'll keep moving.
Y'all, the sun is setting over Marshall. And that's a beautiful sight. And so is this. Hey, Jane, are you feeling better today?
Mm-hmm. Why?
You just look beautiful. I wanted the world to see.
Oh.
Good morning, y'all. I normally let Kelsey clean the crystals because she really enjoys doing this, but she is still continuing her time up at the hospital with her grandmother. So today I'm going to start working on all these crystals that we have been collecting the past few weeks up in Arkansas. There's a ton of them in the truck. I'm going to focus on these big ones first though. This one I'm really excited about. It looks like just a clump of clay right now. Wait till I show you guys why you keep the clumps of clay. All right, y'all. I have my first pass of cleaning these, which is just spraying it with a garden hose. And I kind of want to show you all where they currently are at and where we'll be after I'll spend more time. So this one, all of these grew the way they grew. The only one that broke is this one. And it actually, I didn't break it, nature broke it. There was mud growing, as you can see. So it actually was growing in a little bed of mud on top of a continuation of its spike here. But these grew with this face against the rock, the quartz rock. And look how textured it is where it was growing in that clay. Once we get all the mud out of these grooves, it'll be absolutely gorgeous. This one is another great example of that. It doesn't actually have a tip on either side. It's a large crystal, but what it does have is where it was growing in clay on each side. So this wasn't broken off of a large plate or a piece of a larger cluster. This was a floater, as we call it. It was growing in the clay. And there's little points all mixed in with this mud that I have to soak out and scrape out. This is our big heavy rock that was covered in mud.
Now, the back half of this is very much just plain old quartz rock. But this was the side wall of that pocket we were digging in. So all these floaters were growing in the middle of a rock pocket. That this is what the walls look like. And we thought it was very important to save a chunk of it. It's quite heavy. But would you look at those points? And that's what we find when we find little broken points in the mud as we're digging. With stuff like this that breaks off. As you can see, there's already a couple pieces we broke as we were getting down to it. Now this thing is just outstanding. Look at that point. It did get a little bit of damage on the end of it, unfortunately. But it, once again, was growing in a puddle of clay. This wasn't broken off of quartz rock like this. So if you were to break that tip, it would have a broken sensation at the end versus these very natural looking formations. Look at that. Oh, let's keep going. Look at this thing. Yo, I feel guilty doing this without Kelsey. This is incredible. I'm just gonna slowly show you some of the things I've found. And all of this is from the Willie record. As you can see, there's more than likely more points under these clay balls like this. Well, we had the pleasure of getting to go pick up crystals the last day we were at the Willie Rickard at one of their other holes, the rattlesnake hole, and that region down there has a lot of chloride inclusion in some of the crystals. So you get this wonderful green effect. I didn't necessarily pick up any spectacular examples. I'm hoping that Kelsey's bag has a better example in it. But still absolutely beautiful. You can see some green clouds in those points. And would you look at this? All right, now I gotta get all this picked up because the grass is about to be cut. And then we're going to clean some more. Well, I've already dropped Kelsey off at the hospital again this morning, so I'm left to entertain myself today. Now, I have made a new friend named Robert, and I'm gonna go meet Robert because Robert has a really big ambulance. He has a ProMaster, and he needs my help with something, so I'm gonna go see if I can help him out. I'm gonna be leaving the Love Hut behind today, though. I got a fancy Buick to roll around in. Look at him, he's so tiny.
Look, don't wear me out. Huh? Don't wear me out.
Don't wear you out.
Right.
Oh, baby.
It's Friday. We're all a little worn out.
All right, Jean, good job. And turn right when you come out of the hall, out into the hall, okay?
What is this granddaughter's name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. All right, follow Kelsey and smile pretty for the camera. She's got you. She's got you walking the red carpet.
Doing good, Jane Jane. Well, guys, it has been a really, really long week, and I cannot tell you what next week holds, but I can tell you that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be here, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's going to continue until I'm not supposed to be doing this anymore. I want to take the time to say thank you to each and every one of you who have followed us along this far through all of our adventures. And what I can guarantee you is that there's a lot more awesome adventures ahead of us. Y'all be sure and hit those thumbs up, subscribe buttons, and comment below to let us know that you're watching. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.